Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Craig Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your September the 11th, 2025. You can consider this your weekend edition here on the YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. And looks like the dry weather is going to stay with us here going for the next 7 days. And the temperature is going to warm up a little bit. Now, yours truly is going to be going on vacation starting tomorrow. Going to be catching a flight out to the West Coast and be gone until about the 23rd, so 22nd, and we'll come back to our regular operations on the 23rd. So let me get you ready for the weekend, get you a full forecast, plus we'll give you that Georgia-Tennessee forecast as well. Big football game, obviously, going up in Knoxville this weekend. So let's go ahead and take a live look there at Brasstown Bowl up North Georgia, looking pretty good here on your Thursday afternoon as we got abundant sunshine, a few fair weather clouds out there, not looking too bad there across the area at all. Same goes for Lake Lanier. In fact, if you're planning on going to the lake this weekend, this is probably a good weekend to do it, that's for sure. As temperatures going to be plenty still warm out there and feeling pretty good. Radar is all clear. I expect it to remain that way for the next 7 days. Maybe a slight chance there on the tail end of there going Wednesday, Thursday, maybe, but even then, we're not talking a whole lot here. Looking at your satellite picture, looking all quiet, just fair weather cumulus clouds, lots of sunshine across Georgia and Alabama, looking very good indeed. And temperatures this afternoon warming up nicely, well into the 80s as that big area of high pressure there sitting over central Tennessee, setting up for a very nice day. Now, as far as the hurricanes season is concerned, we do have a new area of disturbed weather out here in the middle of the Atlantic. We got a long ways to watch this one, folks. About a 30% chance for development, and this one I think most likely will stay out. If the timing works out with that next trough, it probably stays on out the Atlantic. We got a long time to watch that one for sure, as this is a wave that's just coming off the African coast, and we got a long time to watch this one to see if it turns anything significant. Now, as far as the regional model is concerned, it keeps trying to fire up a little something here going into Friday and Saturday. I don't see it. I think the rain's going to stay pretty much off. If you do get anything there, consider yourself the winner of the rain lottery. The atmosphere is pretty dry there, but if you do see a stray shower just because of the the warmer weather that's coming our way, again, just got yourself lucky. For the most part, 90% of y'all folks are going to stay dry. You're not going to worry about that. In fact, as we go ahead and look at the forecast map, I take you here over the next week here. Let me reset this. Again, you're going to see kind of a lack of rain or any kind of systems kind of coming into the area. So going into Friday, not looking bad. Saturday, we got high pressure there over Virginia. That's going to set up for a very good day for the football game for Knoxville. Shouldn't have seen any way of precipitation there. Also looking great going into Sunday. So the whole weekend's looking good. The big story is going to be the fact it's going to be heating up. So we're expecting the hottest day probably on your Monday. And then as we go into Tuesday, you notice we got this little front here kind of sliding down there. Maybe that backs us off the temperature a little bit. And notice that a little bit green there across extreme northeast Georgia. Maybe we reintroduce a slight chance of rain going into Wednesday and Thursday. But for the most part, it's going to stay dry. And above normal temperatures will be the key for most of next week. I did post this on the Facebook page showing the fact that we're going to stay with above normal temperatures here probably right through about the 24th. So here's our forecast for Gainesville on your Friday, 85, 62. That's actually fairly seasonable for this time of year. Really not bad. Temperatures in the morning a little bit milder than they were on your Thursday morning, mostly in the low 60s. Still some 50s up in the mountains. Daytime highs, mostly low to mid 80s, except middle to upper 80s, obviously, for the northwest zones. That's pretty typical here for our area. Regionally looking like this, we got 95 in Memphis, 92 in Nashville, 86 in Columbia, 90 in Columbus, and 90 down to Destin. Definitely looking at a good beach weekend if you want to sneak down to Destin for the weekend. And as far as the Georgia-Tennessee game's concerned, we're looking at sunshine, warm day, 85 degrees, kickoff there at 3:30 there on ESPN. Looks to be pretty good weather there for that. Now, as far as the weekend weather's concerned, thanks to our sponsor, TR Cigars. We're looking at 55 and 58 there. And that goes to the 60s. And last weekend, we had Saturday. We don't have that this weekend. It's going to be sunny and dry. Weather. Next 7 days shaping up like this, as we're going to see temperatures running above normal, up to 88 on Sunday, 91 on Monday, and then we kind of hold that near 90 on the Tuesday, and then we'll try to back the temperatures up just a little bit. Again, you saw a little backdoor front coming on here, and maybe you got a slight chance of a shower there on Wednesday and Thursday, especially at the northeastern zones up toward the mountains, possibly going to Wednesday and Thursday. But for the most part, we're looking at sunny, dry weather, and at least the humidity is not a big factor. With temperatures staying in the 60s and lows, your daytime highs will be what the air temperature. Not going to get one of those feel-like temperatures where it feels like 95 or 100 degrees, something like that. So, but it will be unseasonably warm a little bit going to the next week. You know, we're starting to cool off. The normal highs around 85, and that's starting to slowly back off as we get through the month of September. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out here on the YouTube channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please help me out. If you live anywhere in North Georgia and you would like to make this part of your YouTube feed, just hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. All right, that's y'all's update. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you when I get back from vacation on September 23rd. That'll be our next YouTube posting. You guys take it easy. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.